All right, we should be live. How's everyone doing today? Just checking our feeds, making sure everything is working like it should. If you have any comments, please be sure to put them in the comment section below or drop me an email. At any rate, let's get started. I am JR Dukes and welcome to the JR Dukes Law Channel. You can always reach me at my email address, as I always like to advertise. I'm here to help you. You have a question, you have a concern. I'm the person to think about all things pertaining to legal questions, legal concerns, asset protection, things involving the police interrogations, police interviews, anything pertaining to the law. Go ahead and send me an email. I would love to hear from you, and I oftentimes answer questions right here on my channel at jrdukes.com. So there is my email address. Feel free to contact me anytime. And as always, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. I routinely put these videos out, generally when I have something that I think is interesting that I want to opine concerning. I will go ahead and go live or make a video. Or again, I wait till I get a request from someone via email and go ahead and put some information out pertaining to a particular subject. So today, I come across a story that I have been talking about for a long time. I mean, I have really been talking about this ever since the cell phones were coming out with technology that allowed us to simply hold it up to our face and boom, we're inside of our phone. Well, that can be good, that can be bad. I have been thinking since day one it's probably a bad idea. And today I have proof to show you that indeed you want to turn off the switches, the permissions in your phone that allow you to hold your phone up to your face and it to open up. The reason for this is the police now routinely are coming out with warrants, and we're going to talk about these warrants in just a second. They will basically surprise you. They will walk up to you, surprise you. They will start frisking you. They will grab your cell phone. They will take your cell phone, hold it up to your face, and boom. With the modern cell phones that we have nowadays, my friends, the police, the law, whatever you want to call them, can essentially access all of your personal information. Every text message you've ever sent, every email you've ever sent, every password that you have. If you have, imagine this, imagine everything on your phone, anything and everything on your phone. How would you like it if the law was going through your phone right now? That's kind of an uncomfortable feeling, isn't it? And I know what some of you are thinking, hey, I don't break the law. I don't have to worry about the police going through my phone. You would be wrong, and that is more reason why you need to tune in to this channel. There is no such thing as an American that does not break the law every day. If you don't believe me, you need to read a book called 3 Felonies a Day. There are so many laws on the books right now. We do not have an accurate number as to how many laws there are on the books. That's right. You heard me say that. We don't know how many laws we have on the books. How can you possibly comply with each and every law that is on the books? And I'm here to tell you there's no way that you can possibly follow each and every law, every regulation, every city ordinance, every state statute. I can go on and on and on. You need to take my advice and you need to make sure that your phone is accessed only through a passcode that you know. My Apple phone also has a feature, I believe if you try up to 10 attempts, it will automatically erase the phone. I don't play around when it comes to my phone and all of the information that's on the phone. Another thing to consider, what if a robber, what if a bad guy, what if you are accosted on the street, but it's not the police, it's actually someone wanting to steal your phone and get access to your checking accounts, obtain your PIN numbers. A robber, a bad guy, a thief, can do the exact same thing as the police are now doing. So again, it is more food for thought, and you need to take precautions right now and turn off that crap that allows your face to open your phone. Think about this too. What if you're laying in bed and a spouse, an ex-spouse, a soon-to-be ex-spouse, a soon-to-be ex-partner, what if they take your phone and hold it up to your face while you're sleeping? I don't know. It would be very concerning to me. You need to take precautions to always safeguard your information and safeguard your passwords and your secrets. Well, there is a individual that was on the Fox News what is it called? The Carl Tuckerson show. This is a former attorney. And by the way, on my show, I generally try not to get involved too deep into politics on one side or the other. I'm more interested in talking about how the law applies to each and every one of our daily lives and what the dangers are pertaining to the law and what you need to know about the law so that you can live your best life possible. In short, that's more of the angle that I'm coming from pertaining to this story. This has to do with an attorney that was working, and I assume is still working, with former President Donald Trump. His name is John Eastman. He was on the Fox News Tucker Carlson show last night, and we are going to go ahead at this time and do a screen share. You can see Mr. Tuckerson right here, and the attorney's name, as I was saying, is John Eastman, that was on his show last night. And let's see exactly what our law enforcement folks, aka the FBI, did to one of Mr. Trump's attorneys. Here we go.
A DOJ official called Jeffrey Clark, who we spoke to last week. Then on Wednesday, the FBI showed up to seize the phone of a former Trump attorney called John Eastman. Now, critically and illegally, they seized his phone before they presented him with a warrant, and it's on tape. Watch.
So go ahead and put your arms up for me.
Can I see the warrant?
Sir, put your arms up for me.
Can I see the warrant, please? I'd like to see the warrant.
See, this is where I'm talking about. They surprised him. This attorney, Mr. Eastman, was walking outside of a restaurant. He just finished having dinner. I believe this happened a week ago, this past Wednesday. He finished dinner. He walked to the parking lot, and boom, your local FBI agents are waiting there for him. And you can see how this distinguished attorney was made like a common criminal to place his hands on his head to assume the position so that he could be frisked. And let's see what they do with his phone. Here we go.
I'd like to see the warrant. I'd like to see the warrant. I'd like to see the warrant before you take my property.
So there's up the warrant right now, sir. Right up.
Here is the warrant. Right. I want you to see that they took my property before providing me with the warrant.
What he's talking about here is, according to the Fourth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, which essentially protects each and every one of us against unwarranted and improper search and seizures, the courts have been very clear in ruling that before the police take your property, they're supposed to actually hand you the warrant first, allow you the opportunity to look at the warrant, and the warrant should be narrowly confined and focused onto whatever property is listed in the warrant and approved by the judge that approved the warrant.
I'd like to read the warrant.
Disgraceful. Wearing his little mask, put your hands up as if Eastman is a threat. He's not. He's a lawyer. As you just saw, he's under subpoena from the, speaking of illegitimate, wholly illegitimate, Pelosi-Liz Cheney-led January 6th committee. Mr. Eastman joins us tonight. John Eastman, thank you so much for joining us tonight. What exactly did you do wrong to be treated like a dangerous criminal by your government that you pay for?
Well, we don't know because the warrant doesn't say. It authorizes them to seize my phone and all the information contained in the phone. but there's no indication of any crime that this is connected to.
So this pretty well shows the point that I want to prove and that I'm trying to make to each and every one of you. If an attorney that works with a former president of the United States can have the FBI meet him outside a restaurant and essentially have him put his hands on his head while they frisk him and then take his phone, hold the phone up to his face, which causes the phone to open up, this is very, very concerning and very troubling. Mr. Eastman goes on to explain that he currently has approximately 100 clients. So this is an attorney that has 100 or so clients, and now all of their private communication that is supposed to be protected in our country under attorney-client privilege is now subject to review by the FBI and other law enforcement agencies. It's absolutely shameful, despicable, outrageous. I really am stretching to find strong enough adjectives to express how concerned I think you should be, and frankly, I am. I will tell you straight up, if I was you, from now on, any text message that you do not want everyone to read, every email, anything that is private, you need to frankly delete it. You need to get rid of it. You need to assume at all times any kind of email, any type of communication that you have over your electronic device can be and will probably be read by someone should you be the target of an investigation, some kind of criminal investigation, possibly even a civil investigation. And in Mr. Eastman's situation here, I'm assuming the target is the former President Trump. He just happens to have evidence that they want, so they went after his phone. And earlier we talked about, hey, he must have done something wrong for this to happen to him. Well, that's not how it works, my friends. I had an attorney friend of mine tell me a long time ago, when it comes to these warrants, the police and the judges are simply too close. I'm going to give you the facts and explain to you the way that this attorney explained it to me a long time ago. Basically, first off, most judges are prosecutors that are wearing robes. So don't forget that. Most judges are prosecutors with robes on. They work hand in hand with the police every day. Guess who protects most of the judges in our country? The executive branch, aka the police department. They have, in my opinion, too cozy of a relationship. The other point I want to leave you with today is that when a police officer that's investigating an alleged crime wants to get a warrant, they simply go to a judge they know will give them the warrant. If they believe one judge won't give them the warrant, they just start shopping it around until they find a judge that is likely to sign off on a warrant so they can go do whatever they want to do. I have had it explained to me by this attorney in this particular manner. Judges are people too, and they want to feel important. So imagine if you're a judge and you live in a nice, big, wealthy cul-de-sac down your block, and let's just pretend that the police show up at 3 o'clock in the morning because you're the judge. Your neighbors see that you're the judge. You're going to feel important. You're going to get kind of the big head. You're going to think you're all that. You're going to think, wow, I'm someone important. Let's pretend like you're a man. You're going to think, hey, my wife is impressed because the police have to come to me. My kids are impressed. My neighbors are impressed. Hell, my parents are impressed. I'm an attorney. I'm a judge. I got it going on. The police come to me for permission. So what do you think the likelihood is that the police are going to say, hey, or I'm sorry, the judge is going to say, hey, forget it. I'm not going to sign your warrant. Obviously, it's heavily incentivized that the judge goes ahead and signs the warrant because the judge is happy. The judge looks like a big deal. The cops get what they want. Everybody that's involved, except for the person that is the target of the search warrant, is going to be happy. And trust me, that's the way it works. And as the days and months go by, Lord willing, I'll be bringing you a lot more information and many more examples of how outrageous this warrant process is in our country. So, the takeaway for today, my friends, is real simple. Turn off the notifications on your phone or the settings on your phone that allows your face to unlock your phone. Don't do it. It's a bad, bad idea. At any rate, be sure to hit like and subscribe on this particular video. I do appreciate you joining me today. As always, my friends, I want you to remember to have that free mind and never give up. Coming to you from beautiful Zephyr Hills, Florida, I am JR Dukes.